first two games of this Red Sox. Live from Fenway Park, Nesson presents Boston Red Sox baseball. Today on Marathon Monday, the Red Sox wrap up their four-game series with the New York Yankees. Hi, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Red Sox trying to take 3 out of 4 from the New York Yankees, and today the Red Sox go up against Kevin Brown. He's healthy and pitching well for the Yankees. We take a look at the numbers. In 2003, he was healthy with the L.A. Dodgers to the tune of 14 wins, the first time that he has had 30 or more starts since 2000, and the 101st pitcher in Major League history with 200 career wins and an outstanding start for him, and the most wins for a Yankee pitcher to start the season since David Cohn in 1995. As we welcome in Jerry Remy. Jerry, this is a guy who is very healthy and pretty nasty when he's on.
Well, Don, this is a guy that you don't want to see at 7 o'clock at night, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but especially at 11 o'clock in the morning. I mean, he's got electric stuff. Kevin Brown will turn his back to the hitters. He kind of slings the ball up to the home plate, and players call him nasty, you know, filthy, those kind of sayings because of that sinker that he's got that's so heavy. He's also got a great slider. The only question with Kevin Brown is he going to remain healthy for the remainder of the season for the Yankees? If he does, he's going to be the ace of that pitching staff. That's how good he is. He's had a great career. The only thing that set him back are injuries, and this is one guy that the Yankees are really counting on heavily this season to really lead this rotation.
Well, a beautiful morning at Fenway Park on this Patriots Day. Glad you've joined us. It's Kevin Brown up against Bronson Arroyo, and it's next on Nesson.
Recently, Dodge Ram was pitted against 4 different full-size competitors. An independent company ran each through a battery of tests, and every time, the truck that out-towed, out-hauled, and flat-out outperformed the competition was the Hemi-powered Dodge Ram. Kind of makes you realize why Ram commands respect from every driver, especially ones that count on performance.
Sweet!
0% financing or $3,000 in combined cash allowances, plus a great warranty gets you the best values in America.
Lawn weeds. Some products will kill them, but they'll burn holes in your lawn, too. The solution? Ortho Weed Be Gone. It kills the toughest weeds without ever harming your grass. Guaranteed. Ortho Weed Be Gone. Kills weeds, not lawns.
It's easy to give up, but I don't give up on this team.
You've got to believe.
This is our year. Here we go.
You've got to have hope.
We'll be back. We'll get them tomorrow.
You've got to be crazy.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, how can I help you? Come on, little man with a hard head. I'm a pretty simple guy.
The Red Sox are part of how you grow up.
We're going to kick that out of them.
Still, we believe. The Boston Red Sox movie. This film is not yet rated. Starts Friday. Only in theaters.
Hey, let's go. There's going to be a lot of traffic on the way to the game. Don't worry. I got Bruins plate. People get out of our way.
Au revoir. Have a good game.
Order your own Bruins license plate. For more information, log on to bostonbruins.com. All proceeds benefit Massachusetts youth hockey.
Great place. I want them too. Are you even old enough to drive?
Well, the first thing is when you see it, you sit in it, it's comfortable. But what's really fantastic is the fabric.
Microfiber is one of those great things that's just a shock to people. It feels just like suede. And then when you find out what you can do with it, it just blows people's mind.
You could spill wine on it, mustard, even ketchup. And with just a little soap and water, it cleans right off.
It's so livable.
Rowe is a great factory. They make a great product. The colors are terrific.
This is really an incredible value at $5.98 for the sofa.
Stay tuned after the game for New England's Red Sox post-game show. W.B. Mason's Extra Innings, a complete Red Sox wrap-up, followed by Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra. After the last inning, the action's just beginning.
Cherokee, Wrangler, Liberty. Strange. How did you get that Liberty down? Wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Want the ability to go anywhere? Then get into Jeep Adventure Days, where well-qualified buyers can get a Jeep Liberty Sport for just $269 a month and our 770 powertrain limited warranty on every trail-rated Jeep 4x4. See your local Jeep dealer today.
Nesson is brought to you by your New England Dodge dealers. by Dunkin' Donuts, by New England Ford Dealers, by Aflac, and by Southwest Airlines. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Fenway Park on a beautiful afternoon. Good morning. The Red Sox and the Yankees play the fourth and final game of this series, and the Red Sox trying to take 3 out of 4 as Bronson Arroyo on the mound. And take a look at the visiting New York Yankees lineup, brought to you by Rico. Derek Jeter leading it off at shortstop. Bernie Williams in center field. A-Rod at third base. Jason Giambi, the DH. Right fielder is Gary Sheffield. Suing in left. Travis Lee, a second straight start at first base. And the Red Sox, John Flaherty doing the catching. And Enrique Wilson at second base, bats ninth. As they face Bronson Arroyo.
Third appearance overall for Arroyo. A no decision in the start here on the opener at Fenway Park, and then a loss against the Baltimore Orioles. That came out of the bullpen. Only a third of an inning in that game, giving up 3 hits and 5 runs. He's made 1 relief appearance in his career against the New York Yankees. Red Sox defense is brought to you by Lexus. It's Bill Miller at third base, Pokey Reese at shortstop, Cesar Crespo at second, and David McCarty at first. Left to right, Manny Ramirez, Johnny Damon, and Gabe Kapler. Jason Veritek doing the catching for Bronson Arroyo. Red Sox currently ranked 9th in the league. They've made 10 errors in their 11 games.
Angel Hernandez has a plate. Mike Everett at first base. Mark Wegner at second. And Larry Young is the umpire at third.
I think the delay right now is because ESPN is also covering this game today. And generally, when one of the ESPN or Fox do the games, there are a little bit more time between innings. And I think they're just waiting for probably 11:07 to get this thing started.
Names Gary Thorne and David Justice here today for ESPN. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenos dias, amigos.
Red Sox tradition means high definition. This morning's game is brought to you by HD. Experts at Tweeter. Just sit back and enjoy. Derek Jeter trying to bunt his way on to begin the game. Bill Miller on the run in the dirt. Dug out nicely by David McCarty. Nicely done on both ends, and Derek Jeter is disposed of.
Now, Derek Jeter just wants to make sure everybody's awake on the Red Sox. First pitch, dropping the bunt down at third base. Bill Miller with an excellent charge and a great play over at first base by David McCarty. Not a bad bunt. Barehanded play, off-balance throw. McCarty on a tough hop that comes off the grass, able to make the play and retire Jeter.
So quickly 1 down on just 1 pitch from Bronson Arroyo. And it brings up Bernie Williams, the switch hitting center fielder for the Yankees, starting the year just .212. And this one promptly sent into right field for a base hit.
Bernie Williams was hitting down at the bottom of the lineup for the Yankees early in this series, but since Kenny Lofton has gone on the DL, the combination of Jeter and Williams in the number 1 and 2 spots, and Williams has responded with now a 5-game hitting streak.
Here's A-Rod off to a slow start, hitting at just 156. Kind of a recurring theme here so far for the Yankees. Offensively, we're able to put together 7 runs yesterday against the Red Sox, but still the lowest batting average in the American League. The Yankees hitting at .212 as a club. The best hitting team so far this season's been the Texas Rangers. We're hitting at .312. And Joe Torre's Yankees coming in with a record of 6-6. Alex Rodriguez hitless in his last 12 at-bats. And only 3 hits in his last 23 at-bats. Sliced foul off the right side. And it's 1-2 now to A-Rod.
Because most teams have two buses that come to the ballpark, an early bus and a late bus, and we saw the late Yankee bus come in. It was after 10 o'clock.
The late Yankees bus.
And they're actually just walking across the field at somewhere around 10:05. And most of the guys starting the game were here earlier.
But for those who are not, that's pretty much get here and go.
Put the uniform on, stretch a little bit, run a wind sprint, and play.
I've always felt like batting practice and infield is all highly overrated. Just show up and play.
Don, it doesn't generally work like that.
Carty holds on Bernie Williams at first. In there for strike 3. A-Rod down by way of the K.
Bronson Arroyo going to the breaking ball. He starts it at A-Rod and picks up the inside corner with the breaking ball. And it continues to be a very long series for number 13.
So 2 down for Jason Giambi. He was 1 for 3 here yesterday, also hit by a pitch, but he has just 2 hits in his last 20 at bats. And he is off to a slow start as well, checking in at just 226 so far in the season. Misses to Giambi, 2-0. Bronson Arroyo with pretty good numbers against the New York Yankees as we look to 2003. 6 2/3, just the 2 earned runs. And that included what was a good postseason also for Bronson Arroyo against the New York Yankees.
3 of those 4 appearances in the playoffs, only 1 during the regular season.
Bernie Williams at first, 2 down. Missing in the outside corner. Bronson Arroyo coming in 0-1. His 3rd appearance of the year, 2nd start. Field, sending Ramirez back to the base of the warning track. Now it's to turn, but he makes the Bill the cap by. A late pursuit by Ramirez, but he gets the job done. The Yankees get nothing. Red Sox coming up.
I'm an electrician, a carpenter, a toilet handle jiggler. I'm a homeowner. I put a lot of hard work into it. Now I want my home to work for me. So I'm calling 1-800-CHAMPION for a home equity loan at today's low rates. Champion Mortgage works with you one-on-one to find the perfect loan. I'll make home improvements, pay off credit cards, hire a professional plumber.
Rates as low as 4%. Get started in just 10 minutes. Call 1-800-CHAMPION today for your free consultation. Champion says yes.
The Boston Bruins have weathered the NHL storm that is the regular season. Now, the second season is here. Unleashing a new force of nature called playoff hockey. It'll turn up the heat on this early New England spring and make for some pretty cool TV. Tonight, Bruins Canadiens Game 7 coverage at 6:30 on NESN.
Bobanizer. Is it worth $19.99? It's solid elm. Yes, solid elm. It holds your TV. jewelry, ties and belts, and reflects your beautiful self. With a brand name label, you probably would have to pay $19.99. Why? It's a waste of money. At Bob's, there's no label, but you get it all for $19.99 in solid elm. Brand name label?
Stay tuned after the game.
Back at Fenway, the Red Sox coming to bat in the bottom of the first inning. As the Yankees do not score in the top of the first, Johnny Damon stepping in on the left side to face Kevin Brown.
Kevin Brown making his 4th start of the season. He is 3-0, a 1.29. All 3 of those wins coming against Tampa Bay. In each one of those games, 7 innings, allowing 1 earned run in each one of the games. Kevin Brown has not faced the Red Sox since back on in 1997. He was with the Florida Marlins, and that start was right here at Fenway, and he won that game 3-2.
Damon slaps it foul off the left side, and Johnny's down on the count, 1-2.
One thing you're going to see today from Kevin Brown, a lot of movement on that fastball. A heavy, heavy sinker.
Kevin Brown has won more than 20 games once. 1992 at Texas, 21 and 11 that year with the Texas Rangers.
Get that herky-jerky delivery. He'll turn his back to the hitter and then come with that 3/4 delivery to home plate. Fastball, the slider, and the changeup.
Another foul by Damon over by the Red Sox dugout.
Take one more look at that motion from Kevin Brown. You'll see how he turns that back and the head away from the hitters. Does not even pick up home plate until he's just about ready to release the baseball. Always tough on right-handed hitters.
Well, Johnny Damon's done a nice job at the top spot of the Red Sox order. He has scored a run or had an RBI in each of his last 7 games. Grounds this one to first off Travis Lee, but he stays with it. Able to gather it in the glove, and they retire Johnny Damon for out number 1. Let's take a look at the rest of the Red Sox starting lineup, brought to you by Dodge. Bill Miller bats second. At third base, David Ortiz at first base, Manny Ramirez in left, Jason Marichek with 2 hits in each of the last 2 games, David McCarty at first base, Cesar Crespo in there at second, Jake Kapler in right field, and Pokey Reese at shortstop bats 9th. Lineup changing moments before the game, as originally Mike Bellhorn was in there at second base for the Red Sox, but apparently that elbow that he got hit with a pitch on the day before yesterday is still a little bit tight. So the Red Sox adjusting. Pokey Reese originally had the day off, but he's back in there, and he'll be at shortstop for the Red Sox, Crespo at second. Bill Miller takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Well, in the series against the Yankees, Bill Miller has been outstanding. 6 for 11 with a home run, 3 runs batted in. At the end of the series, he had been scuffling a little bit for the first time this year. 1 for his first 25, but again, 6 for 11 in the series.
Not many guys in the Red Sox lineup that have faced Kevin Brown. Certainly Bill Miller is one of those guys, and you saw the number on their 208 career against Brown.
Strike 3 call. Bill Miller knew it. He takes with him the first strikeout for Kevin Brown.
Kevin Brown in his first 3 starts has a total of 14 strikeouts. Make it 15 now. That fastball starts inside, similar to what Derek Derek Lowe will do against left-handed. Started inside and cuts back over to the inside corner. Yankee defense is brought to you by New England Toyota dealers. A-Rod at third, Derek Jeter the shortstop, Enrique Wilson at second, and Travis Lee, who's made some pretty good plays in this series over at first base. Left to right, Matsui, Williams, and Sheffield, and John Flaherty gets to start behind the plate, giving Jorge Posada at least the start of this game off.
Well, while Bill Miller has enjoyed the series, so far David Ortiz has not. He was 1 for 12 so far in the series. In his last 3 games, and a 7-game hitting streak come to an end. He's hit at .083 so far in the series. Lines the 1-1 into right field for a base hit. Down towards the corner. Ortiz heading for 2. Sheffield up and throwing, and Ortiz with a flopping head first slide into second base with a 2-out double.
Now you mentioned David Ortiz struggling in this series, but he gets a breaking ball here. It looks like a slider from Kevin Brown, and takes it right down that right field line. Sheffield's got a very good throwing arm, plays it off the wall, but the throw's going to be off target. Jeter has to come out to make a play on it, and David Ortiz with the 2-out double.
So 2 down, David Ortiz in scoring position, and here's Manny Ramirez. Manny with a couple of hits yesterday, extending the hitting streak up to 9 games. And hitting at .436 over the course of those 9 games. And the stretch has also included 3 home runs. And he hits it hard on the ground is short. Jeter was shielded by Ortiz for the moment, but he makes a nice pick and then throws out Manny Ramirez to conclude the first. Done with 1 on this Patriots Day. No score from Fenway.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Hi-ya! Those guys were fast as lightning.
Wherever you're going, you'll feel really good riding with Geico.
Everybody was kung fu.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
At Justice for All, we'd like to eliminate all personal injuries before they happen. But frankly, that may take some time. In the meantime, if you've been injured, it's time to get what you deserve. Call Justice for All, the lawyers for personal injury, at 621-7000. Settle for more.
Another baby shower, our 5th in a row. We can't help but feel obligated to go. Present after present, oohing and eyeing. You call this a luncheon? I'm starving. Finally, it's over. We pick up the pace. There's a McDonald's 5 minutes from this place.
Looking for some real food? Try our new Turkey Club flatbread sandwich. Turkey, bacon, and Swiss with lettuce and tomato on warm flatbread.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
We're ready to win you over at the Hyundai Win-Win Spring Event, now held over, with up to $1,750 cash back or 0% APR on select Hyundai Santa Fe's.
And you win with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles.
So put the Santa Fe on your short list. It's $4,400 less than a comparably equipped Toyota Highlander.
You win some at the Hyundai Win-Win Spring Event.
Get a 2004 Santa Fe with up to $1,750 cash back or 0% APR.
Back at Fenway, no score as we go to the top of the 2nd inning. Well, Red Sox fans have already purchased nearly 2.5 million tickets for 2004, but thousands are still available. Tickets are available online at redsox.com and by calling 877-RED-SOX-9.
Second inning, scoreless from Fenway. Gary Sheffield, Hideki Matsui, and Travis Lee face Bronson Arroyo. Sheffield off to a 256 start for the Yankees. It was 2 for 5 here yesterday. A couple of RBIs as part of the Yankees victory. Two and one now to Gary Sheffield, who this offseason signed a 3-year contract with the Yankees. A club option for a 4th year, signing as a free agent. Good swing and a miss. 2-2 now to Sheffield.
If Bronson Arroyo has that breaking ball working for him today, then he should have a very good afternoon.
But didn't pull the trigger. It's a full count now.
Good job by Sheffield reading that. I mean, it looked like that's one that he was swing at, and then right at the last minute was able to recognize it and take it.
Lined into center field for a base hit. And Sheffield had to lunge after that pitch, but he sends it into center field, and the Yankees have their 2nd hit of the day.
Now that's almost the exact same pitch, except a little bit lower, and Sheffield just reaches out across the plate and punches the ball into center field for the base hit. Talk about plate coverage. That's some plate coverage right there. That ball was maybe a couple of inches off the outside corner.
They hold Sheffield on at first base. David McCarty doing the honors as Hideki Matsui takes strike 1 from Bronson Arroyo. Matsui with 4 hits in his last 21 at bats.
Bronson Arroyo, not the easiest guy to get a jump on. He gets the ball pretty quickly in his delivery to home plate. Sheffield, who still has very good speed, does not have a stolen base yet on the season.
For a strike over the inside corner, and Matsui seemed surprised to find out that was a strike. Bronson Arroyo last year named the Red Sox minor league player of the year in his first season in the Red Sox organization, splitting time between the Pawtucket Red Sox and the Boston Red Sox. The International League Pitcher of the Year last year, of course, All-Star honors as a member of the Pawtucket Red Sox, and moved up to Boston on August 22nd. Arroyo last year throwing a perfect game for the Pawtucket Red Sox at McCoy Stadium on August 10th. He's up now at 2-2.
And of course, young Kim very close to returning to the Red Sox, starting to do some minor league rehab work. And the question is, when Kim returns, who will remain in the rotation? Will it be Kim? Will it be Arroyo?
Tipped back to the backstop, and it's still 2-2.
Little early morning wake-up call for Angel Hernandez behind the plate as that foul ball just deflects right off the mask. Up over Veritek and knocks the mask around a little bit on Hernandez. We're going to have a flyover here at Fenway, yes. I believe.
11:55.
At the start of the marathon, I think.
Yeah. So don't be alarmed in the next 25 minutes when it goes overhead. They want to let you know so you didn't get riled. Full count now to Matsui.
Sheffield probably off at first base on this 3-2 count. Looks like he wanted to go that in that 2-2 count. He got a great jump. It was almost too good, and he stopped.
This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Bronson Arroyo up against Hideki Matsui. There goes Sheffield. Matsui takes ball 4. The throw goes down, but it's unnecessary. There's the walk to Matsui. Let's check in with Eric Freed. Eric.
Well, Don, Bronson Arroyo is out here today trying to prove himself a little bit, saying before the game that he wants to get out there and show that he belongs in this rotation, at the very least belongs with the big league bullpen. As you mentioned, BK Kim on his way back. Terry Francona has been on the record saying that Kim will be the number 5 starter. Arroyo trying to make that decision a little tougher here today. As for his last outing Thursday night against Baltimore, that relief outing, he said there's nothing physically carried over from that game, but he would like to erase that memory as quickly as possible.
All right, Eric, thanks very much. Is that your new spot down there now? Is where you're going to do your first hit every day?
I like it down here. They're angling for the FaceTime now. I think they have like a lottery or some sort of raffle down here to see who gets behind me. So, and the people back here, I block their view for an inning or two, so they're very nice as well. I like it. It's great. I mean, I'm at eye level. It's perfect down here.
Well, thank you very much, Eric. We appreciate the update from Canvas Alley, which is a much smaller area now than it has been in the past. Red Sox have added some seats down there.
No chance of rain today at Fenway, but if there was, I'm sure the E-Man would be ready to help roll out that top.
Absolutely. He's a team guy.
And this is great baseball weather today with the nice warm conditions. Not so good for those who are participating in the Boston Marathon.
A little warm.
Ooh.
Arroyo was given up a hit and a walk to begin things here in the second inning. Travis Lee in his second game in a Yankees uniform takes a strike. And it's 1-2.
Nice defense played yesterday by Travis Lee, and he was 1 for 5 in the game.
Activated yesterday before the game and missed the first 10 games of the season. Inflamed left shoulder and was placed on the DL at the end of spring training. Now Veritek's going to go out and talk to Bronson Arroyo. He has really slowed it up here with men on. Dunkin' Donuts is pleased to welcome the Westwood Elementary School Coalition to the Dunkin' Dugout. Dunkin' Dugout is in its 5th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout. Over 7,000 children have had the opportunity to catch a Boston Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. This is lined into left center field, a base hit. Back towards the track of the wall, it scores Gary Sheffield. Now Matsui being waved around. He's going to try and score all the way from first base, and he is in safely. It gets away, and moving up to third base now is Travis Lee. So the Yankees with the early 2-0 lead, and Travis Lee winds up at third base with still nobody out in the inning.
A lot of discussion on what pitch they were going to throw to Travis Lee, and it looks like just a fastball away, and Lee takes it right into that gap in left center field. That's one thing Yankee hitters, especially left-handed hitters, have done well over the last couple of days. They did it yesterday against Derek Lowe, and again today. When the ball's away, they're just shooting it to the opposite field. There's the relay that bounces past Veritek, and that allows Lee to move up one base. I would guess I'd go an error on Pokey Reese, the shortstop.
You are correct. A double and an error charge to Pokey Reese, allowing Travis Lee to get to third base.
Red Sox pulling their infield in, not all the way in, but about halfway in, trying to hold Travis Lee at third base. Facing Kevin Brown, they don't want to get down by too many runs.
John Flaherty, the hitter, has now played over the last 6 games and is just 1 for 3 in short time so far with the Yankees. Last time he started was 10 days ago on April 9th in a loss against the Chicago White Sox. Line to right right field, and that's in for a hit. Shore-hopping Kapler is able to knock it down. In from third comes Travis Lee with the third New York run, and the Yankees are out to the 3-0 lead.
It seems like every time John Flaherty gets a chance to get a start against the Red Sox, he does something offensively in that game. Flaherty just going to the opposite field that time. A nice effort by Gabe Kapler, but can't quite get to it. It drops in front of him, then he blocks it. If that ball gets by him, Flaherty might still be running.
So 3 hits, a walk, and an error in the inning. And the Yankees on top 3-0 as they continue to bat here in the top of the second inning. Still nobody out. Enrique Wilson bunts one back to Arroyo. And throws him out. Up to second goes John Flaherty.
I'm not particularly crazy about that play right there. You know, you've got a young pitcher on the ropes who scored 3 runs, and you're almost doing him a favor at this point to give him an out this early in the ball game. I'm not sure that was put on by Torrey. Enrique Wilson may have been doing that on his own.
So Flaherty in scoring position. It's back up to the top of the order for Derek Jeter. Grounded out to third base his first time up. They're throwing 34 pitches so far in his outing through an inning and a third. And he's had to throw 23 pitches in this inning alone. The Red Sox had to go to their bullpen early yesterday as Derek Lowe went just 2 2/3 innings. And the Red Sox got fine relief performances from Mark Malaska and Phil Seibel. They were able to eat up some innings here yesterday for the Red Sox and allowed no runs in their effort. We also saw Frank Castillo yesterday. The Red Sox outrighting Frank Castillo back to the AAA Pawtucket Red Sox after the game yesterday. And Red Sox have activated left-handed pitcher Denny DiNardo. This one in and gets Jeter. Roy was ahead of him 0-2, and then he hits Jeter.
Yeah, no balls, 2 strikes. Tries to come inside to get Jeter back off the plate and hits him. I remember last year at Yankee Stadium when both Jeter
and Alfonso Soriano.
Thanks for helping me out on that. I'm saying, wait a minute, now where'd that Yankee go? He went to Texas. Both got hit early in the game by Pedro and kind of similar pitches. If they get him on the wrist or the forearm. That's what I mean about the bunt down. I mean, here's a young guy out there that's having trouble getting outs right now, and you almost give him a free out by bunting this early in the ball game. He comes right back the next guy, and then he hits Jeter after getting ahead 0-2. It's almost like a gift to give him an out when you're struggling that early.
You have to think that Joe did not put that on himself.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I wouldn't think so. But it is the number 9 hitter, Enrique Wilson.
Well, we continue to look at Derek Jeter down at first base. Hand area, and he will stay in the game.
Roy White, the new first base coach this season for the New York Yankees.
So the Yankees with 3 runs already here in the second inning. And runners at first and second. With 1 down, and here's Bernie Williams, who singled to right field his first time up. Ground to second base. Crespo trying to start a much needed double play, and the Red Sox pulled it off. 4-6-3 on the inning-ending double play, but the Yankees come up with 3 for an inning and a half. 3-0 New York.
Excuse me, are you happy with the choices in your 401ks?
When my only real choice was company stock?
I've had 5 jobs, so 5 401ks. Who knows?
I'm happy now. I rolled over my old 401ks to TD Waterhouse. Thanks, guys.
Choice lets you diversify. At TD Waterhouse, they offer CDs, stocks, bonds, and thousands of mutual funds, including 1,500 with no transaction fee. If you want more choice, choose TD Waterhouse, the alternative to higher-priced brokers like Merrill and Schwab.
Tender crisp. Extra mayo. Usual, no tomato. Oh, thank you. Right up top. Tender crisp, double lettuce, double mayo, no tomato. Yes, sir. We got the same things. There we go. We get the same thing. A couple more buns in here, Ethan. Want to kiss them?
It's here, the new Tender Crisp, all white meat chicken wrapped in crisp deliciousness. Have it your way.
For extra convenience, extra value, and extra service, stop at Extra Mart. When you're on the go, you need a little extra. Fuel up on Extra Mart's Deli Joe sandwiches, Brew Boy coffee, and more.
This month, Extra Mart is your baseball headquarters. Come in for the best in Major League collectibles and trading cards from Upper Deck, Topps, Fleer, and Donruss. Enter to win a trip for 2 to the 2004 All-Star Game in Houston.
With over 150 locations throughout New England, be smart. Shop Extra Mart.
Moms have changed. Shouldn't the minivan? Introducing the Nissan Quest.
Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy along with Eric Freed back at Fenway as we head to the last half of the second inning. The Yankees out to the early 3-0 lead. And the Red Sox coming to bat here in the bottom of the second. Jason Varitek, David McCarty, and Cesar Crespo face Kevin Brown, who gave up a hit in the first inning. Varitek moving up in the Red Sox order today, batting 5th. Lining one into center field for a base hit. Varitek, who had 2 hits in each of the last 2 games that he started, it's a ringing single into center field to begin the second inning. These are brought to you by Volvo, the official vehicle of the Red Sox. And we take a look at home runs so far, as Carlos Beltran and Jermaine Dye tied atop the American League in home runs. Nationally, Barry Bonds with 7. How about Adam Dunn and Scott Rowland for the St. Louis Cardinals with 7 each. So Varitek at first, and here's David McCarty. First pitch swinging and fouling it down the third baseline.
Kevin Millar not in the lineup today. He's 0 for 4 in his career against Kevin Brown, and I guess it was decided yesterday that he was going to get the day off today.
David McCarty 0 for his first 6 this season for the Red Sox. This is the second start that he has made this year. He had started April 8th in Baltimore playing first base that night as well. He was 0 for 2 in that start at Camden Yards. Away, and it's 2-2 now to David McCarty. Kevin Brown, 39 years of age, from McIntyre, Georgia, a product of Georgia Tech. And he came over to the Yankees from the Dodgers for Jeff Weaver. Some cash considerations as McCarty strikes out. Second strikeout for Kevin Brown. 1 down here in the second inning.
Strikeout highs for Brown on the season, 5. He's done it twice, both against Tampa Bay. He had 4 in his other outing against Tampa Bay. With the bottom just falling out of that sinker for Kevin Brown. 2 in this game. Got Miller and then now McCarty.
So 1 away for Cesar Crespo as they check on Varitek at first base. Well, Crespo's been all over for the Red Sox. He's seen time at shortstop. Coming into 4 games. Center field 2 games, including 2 starts. Left field for 2 games defensively for the Red Sox coming into games. And now he makes his 2nd start in a row at second base. Fouls it off, and it's 1-1. Kevin Brown last year finishing the year with a 2.39 earned run average. It was the 2nd best in the National League and his best earned run average since 1998 as a member of the San Diego Padres. Didn't get a lot of run support in the games that he lost. There were 9 losses. He only got 17 runs in those 9 losses.
The Dodgers last year, yeah, they had a bad offense last season.
So the fact that he had 14 wins, he could have had a lot more with little help offensively from the Dodgers. Chopper down the first baseline. The Brown fields himself and throws out Crespo. Up to second base goes Jason Varitek with now 2 down.
Each time the Red Sox win at Fenway Park, Hood donates $1,500 to the Hood Home Team Advantage charity program. The program benefits children's hospitals throughout New England. It's another reason you can feel good about Hood.
So 2 away, and Varitek at second base. Gabe Kapler batting in the number 8 spot for the Red Sox today. Came into yesterday's game and pinch hit. He had a base hit in the 9th inning. And over the last 9 games, Kapler has struggled. 5 for 28 at 179. A 3 for 5 showing on opening night for the Red Sox. Field, a base hit. Varitek coming around to score the Red Sox first run of the day. An RBI single for Gabe Kapler, and the Red Sox are on the board.
Well, maybe Kapler starting to turn it around a bit. He got into the game yesterday, had a base hit, was 1 for 1. Now in his first at bat, it's a pitch that's inside and just kind of gets those hands inside the baseball and pulls it down that left field line. So a big 2-out base hit to get the Red Sox on the board.
So 2 down. Kapler at first to run in. Here's Pokey Reese. Pokey Reese thought he was going to have the day off, but as we mentioned, Mark Bellhorn in the original starting lineup, a little stiffness in that elbow. So Reese started all the games at shortstop for the Red Sox. His 12th game of the year today. There's Mark Bellhorn, who was going to give it a go today, but just before game time decided that he could not go.
Pokey Reese was going to get the game off because he's 0 for 13 in his career against Kevin Brown.
And there are the numbers reflecting that. Forced into service today.
Hey, you never know. You might have a great day. You know, you didn't expect to play today. All of a sudden, you're a last-minute replacement. Sometimes those guys have big games.
He's struggled lately, hitless in his last 11 at-bats. Sheffield moving over. That'll fall for a hit. Sheffield fortunate to get it on a hop, and for whatever reason, Kapler only up to second base. 2 outs in the inning, and then Kepler forgot how many outs there were.
Oh, we've seen that happen a couple of times on this homestand. Johnny Damon forgetting how many outs they were in a game, and now Gabe Kapler doing the same thing. Pokey Reese picking up his first hit. A.C. Kapler not knowing that there's 2 outs in the inning and only can advance to second base. And I'll tell you what, Sheffield made some kind of play out here. Look at that ball. It's almost by him. He reaches back to get it, and that keeps everybody at first and second. But a base running mistake by Gabe Kapler.
So 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's Johnny Damon, who bounced out to first base his first time up. In the last 7 games, Damon 12 for 30 at 400 as he has picked it up here. Even better with runners in scoring position, 4 for his last 5. The Yankees coming up with 3 runs in the top of this inning. The Red Sox have answered with 1, and they're looking for more. Damon sends it to center. Williams going back. And Kapler still doesn't know how many outs there are. He's at second base looking to duck back to second. But that is the final out of the inning as the Red Sox do get a run, and it's 3-1 New York.
Anything? Then get into Jeep Adventure Days, where qualified lessees can get a Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo for just $299 a month. And our 770 powertrain limited warranty on every trail-rated Jeep 4x4. See your local Jeep dealer today.
Say!
What are you guys doing?
Eating kitchen fresh chicken?
Center fielder up to bat.
Wait. I leave for 2 hours and you all get my mother over here to cook you kitchen fresh chicken? She's working over a hot stove just to make your precious...
Here's the pitch.
KFC.
Kentucky Fried Chicken is kitchen fresh. This stamp tells you it's delivered fresh to your KFC kitchen, hand-floured and cooked fresh. Now get 12 pieces of original recipe for just $9.99.
Move your narrow behind.
For kitchen fresh chicken, you got a KFC what's cooking.
Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, fingers snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods.
It was fast. We made it faster. It was smart. We made it smarter. Until it was as close to perfect as it's ever come. And that's saying something. The 225 horsepower ES. At your Boston area Lexus dealer.
Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Subaru, by LoJack, and by your Lincoln Mercury dealers. Third inning back at Fenway is Alex Rodriguez out after the first offering from Bronson Arroyo. They brought a strikeout victim his first time up, and 0 for 13 showing so far in the series. This would be the flyover, I think, coming overhead.
Sounds like it, Don. Yep, there they go. 11:54. I wish we had that to go to Toronto tonight. I think it'd be a little faster.
Straight over us, aren't they? This one is fouled off the right side, and here they come. cool is that? Two to A-Rod to begin things here in the third inning. Yankees on top 3-1. Arroyo chops it down to third. Miller on the run and in time to get A-Rod. His frustration continues. 0 for 14 in the series against the Red Sox, and there's one down.
You know, Red Sox consistently in this series have been able to throw that breaking ball away from A-Rod, and he has continually tried to pull it instead of take it the other way. Jumping out on that front foot, trying to pull that breaking ball, and Bill Miller makes the play at third base. This plane's coming around again.
You hear them again. I don't know if they're coming overhead again. There's Jason Giambi, who fly to the track in left field his first time up. So that must mean, Jerry, that we're pretty close to the beginning of the marathon.
Yep.
Line down the right field line, but foul. And a skip up into the seats.
That's a good point. Adam Jupiter, who of course worked with us upstairs last year, points out that Chris Woodward, when they had that flyover last year, hit a home run of John Burkett here at Fenway Park.
I remember that.
That Adam, I'll tell you, what a memory.
Oh. This one gets a piece of Veritek.
Adam, of course, now has got a big promotion. He's working down in the truck now.
Looking on as Jason Veritek had the foul ball get a piece of him off the bat of Jason Giambi. It's a lot quieter up here in the booth this season, I've noticed, without Adam Jupiter around. We now have the wonderful Julie Tretier, who's taken over up here and bumped Adam out of the booth. Two and two to Giambi. One out here in the third inning. High and deep to right. Kapler back. Can't go any further back. Gets out of here. Up into the bleachers. Crushed to right for Giambi. His third home run of the year. And the Yankees lead it 4-1.
Giambi had been quiet, 2 for his last 20, but this ball's going to clear the bullpen by a good 15 rows back out there in right field. That ball absolutely crushed by Giambi. That's way over the bullpens.
Here's Gary Sheffield. Swinging for the fences as well. He singled his first time up. Came around to score the Yankees' first run.
Yeah, he's looking to go back-to-back on that swing.
I imagine this combination will go back-to-back on a few occasions this season. In the air down the left field line, back and out of play. Swing and a miss, and Arroyo strikes out Gary Sheffield. Second strikeout for Bronson Arroyo.
Arroyo quickly gets ahead and again goes to that breaking pitch to pick up the strikeout on Sheffield. Right out over the plate. Sheffield, excellent fastball hitter. No contact on the breaking ball.
After allowing the home run, Arroyo comes back to strike out Gary Sheffield. And here's Hideki Matsui, who walked his first time up. Known as Godzilla. Well, tonight it's Game 7 for the Bruins and the Canadians across town at the Fleet Center. NESN's coverage begins at 6:30 with the Boston Globe pregame report with Tom Caron and Barry Peterson. And at 7, Dale Arnold and Gord Kluzak will have the call as the Bruins try to advance to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I predict, Don, after a couple of down games that they're going to come out tonight and blow them out early in the first period. Early.
I hope you're right. To right field, struck well. Kapler racing back, and that is over his head. That will one hop up and over. A ground rule double. And Hideki Matsui with 2 down.
Arroyo has thrown some good breaking balls in this game, and others have been hit pretty hard. Breaking ball there to Matsui. The line ride quickly over the head of Gabe Kapler in right field and bouncing into the stands for the double. And the fan, I believe, throwing the ball back on the field. It wasn't a home run. It was just a ground rule double.
They don't want that either, though.
I would never throw a ball back on the field if I got a souvenir.
Yeah, Jerry's a lot of pressure. I mean, you get the whole section.
You've got to be able to take pressure, Don, if you're going to survive at the old ballpark.
Travis Lee, the hitter, he doubled to drive in a pair his last time up. This time grounds it to first. McCarty bobbles, but with Arroyo covering the bag at first, he has time to recover. And the Yankees are gone. They do, however, get a run on the long home run by Jason Giambi. New York on top 4-1.
Dad, the cable's out again. Can you fix it?
Is your family still stuck with cable?
Honey, the cable company has raised their prices again. This bill keeps getting bigger every month.
With cable, all you get is mediocre service, higher monthly charges, and limited channels.
There's got to be something better.
With DirecTV, it's all better. Because if you call right now, you can receive a 4-room DirecTV system with professional installation free. That's right, and get over 130 all-digital quality channels for only $29.99 a month for the first 6 months. Plus, DirecTV offers you access to over 225 channels, including premium movie channels like HBO, Stars, Showtime, and Cinemax. Plus, DirecTV offers your favorite local channels, too. Call now and get a 4-room DirecTV system with professional installation, a $300 value free.
Call 1-800-496-0878. That's 1-800-496-0878. Call now.
Don't say no bad words, cause you ain't no puppet shout. Always use good manners when you're eating a sloppy jow. Yeah, go on and on and on and on.
Peace! Mr. Jiggyfly, I have good news.
You enjoyed it then?
No, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Introducing the Nissan Quest, a revolutionary minivan featuring 5 Skyview windows, front and side impact 5-star safety rating, an innovative center console, automated side and rear lift doors, and fold-away second and third row seats. Moms have changed. Shouldn't the minivan?
Bottom of the 3rd inning with the Yankees on top 4-1. Bill Miller leading it off. He'll be followed by David Ortiz and Manny Ramirez. Red Sox trailing by 3 runs. And Bill Miller's second look at Kevin Brown today. Miller went down looking in the 1st inning. Over the backside of the mound, and nothing the Yankees middle infielders can do with that. Bill Miller able to reach.
Well, you see quite a bit of that against a guy like Kevin Brown with that hard sinker. You know, guys hitting on top of it, bouncing in front of home plate. The only guy that's got a chance to make a play here is the pitcher, Kevin Brown, but it's clearly over his head, and neither one of the middle infielders had a chance to get Bill Miller at first base.
for the second straight inning. The Red Sox able to get the lead runner on. Last inning, Jason Varitek led off with a single. And he came around to score for the Red Sox. And Bill Miller with his 7th hit of the series, now hitting .558 in the series against the Yankees. Ortiz takes the strike, and it's 1-1.
David Ortiz wanted to question that last call by the home plate umpire, but remember yesterday in the game where Larry Young at third base was just jumped right in the face of Ortiz.
Larry was a little testy yesterday. Seems to be in a better mood today. This third base is kind of like a day off, I guess, for the umpires. I mean, they're not off, but it's not as pressure packed as home plate or even first for that matter.
I don't agree, Don. I think all positions are very, very important.
So you're saying no days off for any of the umpires?
Well, he's out there. He's going to have to make calls, fair or foul, plays at third base, walks.
Ortiz with a swing and a miss. Well, at least give me that it's, of the three, the most relaxing. Will you even give me that? No. You don't have to. Don't feel any pressure.
I don't think
so. No.
I'm not going to give you that.
Strike 3 called to David Ortiz. And Kevin Brown with his 3rd strikeout of the game. Ortiz walks away shaking his head.
Well, if Kevin Brown's able to keep pitches in this location, it's going to be a long afternoon for the Red Sox. Knee-high outside corner.
So Brown with a strikeout in every inning so far as he works here in the 3rd. And faces Manny Ramirez, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Riding a 9-game hitting streak coming into today's action and hitting at .436 over the 9-gamer. And has done fairly well against Kevin Brown. And last year, the team leading 37 home runs. Off to a 3 home run start so far this season through the first 11+ games. Kevin Brown works here in the 3rd inning. He's thrown 48 pitches and 33 for strikes. He fouls it off right around the plate, getting a piece of John Flaherty.
Kevin Brown, of course, now in a Yankee uniform. How about the start Roger Clemens has got off to in Houston?
3-0. Astros with a 9-4 beginning to their season. And Jimmy Williams in the air to right field. Gary Sheffield moving in a step or two. And there's 2 outs in the inning.
Sort of a couple of the highlights of Clemens' game, and I mean, he looks like he's painting the corners with the 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
Sort of amazing to think that he very well could be in the midst of a retirement. He's missing his first season this year, but instead off to the very fast start with the Houston Astros.
I guess being at home for him is like partial retirement. You know, like every 5th day I've got to go to work and I'll do my job.
Varitek skies one to center field. Bernie Williams moving over. And the Yankees center fielder makes the catch for the final out here in the last half of the 3rd inning. We've played 3 from Fenway. Yankees on top 4-1.
I'm Steve Schumann. Thank you for making Charlie's Maine's #1 new car and truck dealer 6 years in a row.
Over the past 17 years, no one in Maine has sold more Subarus than Charlie Subaru. Come see the Subaru experts at Charlie Subaru. Always the best selection, best prices, highest trade allowances. You get it all. Come see why we're Maine's #1 new car and truck dealer 5 years in a row.
Come see why more than 6,000 customers a year buy cars and trucks at Charlie's.
See us first, see us last, but see us and save.
I understand we're late. Well, my husband has a second job. Well, no, I know that, but we're trying really hard, and it's just that... yes, I understand it's a final notice.
On June 4th, my big brother was sentenced to 7 years in prison for a gun crime. That day, he sentenced me to 7 years without my best friend.
When you commit a gun crime, your family pays the price.
On September 15th, my son was sentenced to 10 years in prison for a gun crime. That day, he sentenced me to 10 years of worrying if my baby is okay.
When you commit a gun crime, your family pays the price.
On June 4th, my big brother was sentenced to 5 years in prison for a gun crime. That day, he sentenced me to 5 years of walking home alone from school.
When you commit a gun crime, your family pays the price.
Fenway on a beautiful day for baseball, a 4-1 Yankee lead. Will kids join Red Sox Kid Nation, presented by Hood? It's the first official Red Sox fan club just for kids 14 and younger. Members receive all of the items listed here on your screen. And membership is just $20. You can pick up an application at redsox.com by calling 877-RED-SOX-6 or at the Fenway Park box office.
It's time now for the Aflac Trivia question. And our question today, who is the last American to win the Boston Marathon? No, the answer is not Jerry Remy. The answer for you, the next half inning.
What was Bill Rogers? Was it Bill Rogers?
Yeah. I don't know if that's the answer, but I know who you're talking about, yeah. John Flaherty leading it off for the Yankees. Single to drive in a run his first time up. And takes the breaking ball for a strike. Quickly down 0-2. Flaherty signing a one-year deal with the Yankees as a free agent during the offseason. Quickly disposed of by Bronson Arroyo. Third strikeout for the Red Sox starter.
He gets ahead of those right-handers, and he can drop that breaking ball in that location. Not many right-handers are going to hit it. We did see Sheffield early in the game reach out and punch one up the middle, but no chance that time for John Flaherty.
Here is Enrique Wilson. He's 0 for 1. And on the hand, sends it into center field for a base hit. And the 7th New York hit. They've had base runners in every inning so far.
Well, for every run of the Red Sox catch stealing this season on Nesson, you have a chance to win a LoJack stolen vehicle recovery system. Log on to Nesson.com, enter the date, opponent, and runner's name for your chance to win in the LoJack caught stealing sweepstakes.
One out, one on for Derek Jeter. Was grounded out to third and has been hit by a pitch.
Two strikes on Jeter in the second inning, and Arroyo comes inside with the fastball and plucks Derek Jeter.
Well, Derek Jeter has been leading off for the Yankees in the series. And over the course of his career as a leadoff hitter, hitting at .326 at the top of the Yankees order.
That swing looked like his hand was still hurting him, didn't it?
Look at that look.
It looked like he had complete control of the bat as he made this swing.
0-2 to Jeter. He fouls it off the right side to stay alive.
Again, that time Jeter taking his hand off the bat on the swing. He's got a piece of that pitch to foul it off, but it could be still bothering him.
Pitch, but it's outside for Arroyo, and it's 1-2.
And as we get a look from over the top, clearly outside.
On the ground to third. Miller trying to backhand it. He knocks it down, and the throw to second not in time. He would still have time after he knocked it down to get Wilson at second, but Enrique Wilson successfully to second base. The Yankees have 2 on as Bill Miller is charged with an error.
That's really the only play that he had. He couldn't go to first base. He was not going to get to Jeter at first base, so he quickly tries the second to get the slower guy, Enrique Wilson, but not in time. Backhand bounces right off the heel of the glove. The Red Sox and Bill Miller pick up another error on the day. That's 2 for him now. 3rd of the season for Bill Miller.
So 2 on, 1 away. Here's Bernie Williams. Bernie with a single in the first inning, then he grounded into a double play in the second inning. The Yankees came up with 3 runs in the second inning. 2 RBIs from Travis Lee, an RBI from John Flaherty. And then in the third inning, Jason Giambi with a solo home run, his 3rd of the year. Crespo ducking back into short right to make the catch for out number 2. Down, and here comes A-Rod. Looking in the first inning and then grounded out to third base in the third inning. Sox after the game will be traveling north of the border to Toronto. Open up the series tomorrow night with the Toronto Blue Jays. And all eyes will be on Pedro Martinez, who gets the start for the Red Sox tomorrow night in game 1 of the series. He'll be matched up against Roy Halladay.
Blue Jays are struggling. 3-9 on the season. They're not hitting the ball. 13th in the runs scored.
We're 0-6 at Skydome so far. Roy Halladay 1-2 to begin the season. Last year's Cy Young Award winner. Arroyo ahead of A-Rod 1-2. 2 down here in the top half of the 4th inning. Runners at first and second for the Yankees.
See if they go back to the breaking ball on A-Rod. They've consistently done that in this series.
Arroyo is 70 pitches deep into his outing. So 3 2/3 innings. Missing inside at the breaking ball.
Yeah, they did, but to the inside this time they threw it right at A-Rod, hoping to pick up the inside corner. And that ball looks a little inside.
On the ground towards Pokey Reese. He'll go the easy way to second to retire Jeter and to end the top of the 4th inning. You're 3.5 Yankees on top 4-1.
Another baby shower, our 5th in a row. We can't help but feel obligated to go. Present after present, oohing and ahhing. You call this a luncheon? I'm starving. Finally, it's over. We pick up the pace. There's a McDonald's 5 minutes from this place.
Looking for some real food? Try our new Turkey Club flatbread sandwich. Turkey, bacon, and Swiss with lettuce and tomato on warm flatbread.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
Moms have changed. Shouldn't the minivan? Introducing the Nissan Quest.
Huskies fans, UConn has done it again. Now, Sports Illustrated honors the national champion Connecticut Huskies with a fantastic national championship package, free with your paid subscription. Get this special Sports Illustrated National Championship hardbound collector's issue, celebrating the Huskies' run to #1. It's gold-lettered and individually numbered, a cherished keepsake you'll treasure forever. Call now and you'll also get this collectible mini basketball, designed exclusively for Sports Illustrated in celebration of Connecticut's 2nd national championship. Both are free when you order 56 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.59 an issue. Save more than 50% off the cover price. When you use your credit card, you'll get another great gift available only from Sports Illustrated. This Connecticut National Championship hat, free. Celebrate the #1 team in the nation with 3 great gifts from Sports Illustrated. Call now.
Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy back at Fenway Park. Wally enjoying Patriots Day. The Red Sox are not so far. The Yankees on top 4-1. And the Red Sox coming to bat here in the last half of the 4th inning. David McCarty to lead it off. And Cesar Crespo and Gabe Kapler, 6, 7, and 8 expected for the Red Sox. The Red Sox lost last year on Patriots Day, 11-6 to the Toronto Blue Jays. Red Sox are 60-48 all time on Patriots Day. Chop to third, rounding behind it is A-Rod, and throwing on the run and off balance in time to get McCarty. Nice play by Alex Rodriguez, the Yankees third baseman.
And nothing we have watched in this series has shown that he has had any problem at all making the adjustment from shortstop to third base. Plays a very deep third base. The off-balance throw to first, and plenty of time to get McCarty.
One down now for Cesar Crespo. And the Red Sox have played at home on Patriots Day every year since 1960. The one exceptions being 1965 and 1967. The Red Sox were off, and then in 1995 during the players' strike. To Hopper, chop to Enrique Wilson, who throws out Crespo, and there's 2 down. It's time now for the answer to our Aflac trivia question. Question today, very timely. Who was the last American to win the Boston Marathon? You're going to go back to 1983. Greg Meyer.
I did not know that answer. I thought it might have been Bill Rogers, but that would probably be the obvious choice.
I was with you. I thought it was Bill Rogers, too, and I thought you had ruined it for everybody. As it turns out, you didn't.
I wonder how many people out there did know it was Greg Meyer, other than the Meyer family.
Two down in the 4th inning, 5 in a row. Retired by Kevin Brown. trying to get his first 1-2-3 inning of the day. Neither starting pitcher has had the benefit of a 1-2-3 inning. The Yankees have left 5 men on through the first 4 innings. They have scored 4 runs. The Red Sox, with their 1 run, have left 4 men on through the first 3 innings. To third and handled by A-Rod. Goes out Kapler in plenty of time, and Kevin Brown on 10 pitches does indeed enjoy his first 1-2-3 inning. It's 4-1 New York at the end of 4.
Red Sox World Series tickets.
$500. I pay $4,000. My car, my truck, my computer. 2 months' salary. My entire savings account. Anything.
My fish.
My dog. My girlfriend. My firstborn kid.
Really?
Seeing the Red Sox in the World Series. Priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Accepted wherever there's hope.
Joe knows passing. Joe knows scoring. Joe knows quality.
Of course, because I know the best place to buy quality furniture is at Bernie and Phil's.
And Joe knows comfort.
Joe knows price.
And Joe knows it's up to him to bring a championship to Boston.
Joe knows pressure.
Bernie and Phil. Quality, comfort, and price. That's nice.
We're ready to win you over at the Hyundai Win-Win Spring Event, now held over with up to $1,750 cash back or 0% APR on select Hyundai Santa Fe's.
And you win with America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. So put the Santa Fe on your short list. It's $4,400 less than a comparably equipped Toyota Highlander. You win some at the Hyundai Win-Win Spring Event. Get a 2004 Santa Fe with up to $1,750 cash back or 0% APR.
You got ID? Okay.
Nothing goes better with leftovers than some ice-cold Pepsi. It's the Cola.
Back at Fenway, Red Sox trailing 4-1. As Jason Giambi, Gary Sheffield, and Hideki Matsui facing Bronson Arroyo. 73 total pitches here this afternoon as he works into the 5th inning. Grounds it foul outside of first base. He crushed his 3rd home run of the year last time up into the bleachers in right field. Home runs in each of his first 2 years as a member of the Yankees. Look out. That one hits him on the leg. Giambi will make his way down to first base. A hit batsman, the 2nd Yankee to be hit today.
Jeter was hit with a fastball on a 2-strike count. This time he tries to go to the breaking ball down and in, and it just looked like the back leg of Giambi. Maybe the knee of Giambi.
Well, the Yankees have the lead man on as Gary Sheffield comes up. He fouls the breaking ball back. Sheffield now 35 years of age. Well, last year, amazing year for Sheffield. He ended up with 132 RBIs. He was 3rd in the National League. I should say 3rd overall in the majors. Carlos Delgado was 1st with 145. And then Preston Wilson was 2nd with 141. Then Sheffield 132. And the career number is very good for Gary Sheffield. Last year finished up at 330 for the Atlanta Braves with 39 home runs and 132 ribbies. Popped up into shallow center. Crespo going out, still going. And he's able to make the catch a good distance out into center field.
Kind of a strange play again because Johnny Damon was nowhere in the vicinity. Damon was playing very deep. But this is by no means a routine play for Crespo. He had to go a long way back into the outfield and make the backhanded play to get the out.
The early start has messed up a few people.
See some strange things to the Gabe Kapler thing where we didn't know the outs and
to right field and will sink in for a base hit off the bat of Hideki Matsui.
Well, I would be surprised now to see some action start very quickly out in that Red Sox bullpen. Matsui picks up his second hit of the day. He's been on base 3 times, a walk, the double, the single.
Travis Lee be the hitter. He doubled back in the second inning. And grounded out in the third. That's an Arroyo about to throw his 80th pitch of the afternoon.
Red Sox now have 4 left-handers in their bullpen. As Don mentioned earlier, Lenny DiNardo, Rule 5 pickup, was activated today by the Red Sox. Castillo optioned out.
Frank Castillo did accept the assignment. This one grounded to shortstop. Hoagie Reese to second for 1 on the first, a double play. Much needed for Bronson Arroyo. The second turn by the Red Sox today. Halfway through this one, the Yankees on top 4-1.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Like going to Chicago? With Southwest fare of $79 each way, now you can go there all you want.
You are now free to move about the country.
Did you know the distance from the pitcher's mound to home plate is 60 feet 6 inches? Do you know why there's 6 extra inches?
Go the distance in Ford F-150. It's the 2004 Motor Trend Truck of the Year with the roomiest interior in its class. And now up to $2,500 cash back or choose 0% financing.
When the mound was moved back in 1893, the grounds crew misread the blueprints. Instead of 60 feet 0 inches, they thought the 0 was a 6, and the new measurement stuck.
Yes, thank you. You made it. Beer drinkers of America. It seems our honorable opposition have anointed themselves the king of beers. The king of beers. Have you ever heard? I guess they never got the memo. This is America. America is a democracy. Break it down. Democracy. With that in mind, we hereby announce Miller's candidacy for the president of beers. Now, this campaign is about the character of our beer. Miller Lite, the great tasting beer that's less filling. It's a good call. Miller Genuine Draft, a beer with genuine flavor that's cold filtered smooth. Another good call. People, the choice is yours. Beer's been out there wandering around in a monarchy too long. Beer needs democracy too. A president of beers.
Choose taste. Miller, good call.
Welcome back to Fenway Park. Jim Calhoun, the head coach of the University of Connecticut men's basketball team, here with us, and it's good to be the head coach of a national champion. He's had the grand tour. He's here in the owner's box. You're out on the scoreboard before the game and throwing out the first pitch. It's good to be the king.
Well, it's really nice to be the king, and especially in your own hometown. You know, this is both my wife's from Cambridge. I'm originally from the city. They moved out to Braintree. So for us, this is coming back home, and it is special, especially when you get a chance to stand out there and throw a baseball and have all the people here salute our Yukon Huskies.
You have to pinch yourself continuously, I'm sure, just now, but looking back, how your team played right up through the championship game. It's the dream of any coach, any manager, anywhere to have your guys respond like that.
Well, you know, we were really good in mid-season. We never got out of the top 10, but we kept getting injured. Emeka got injured. Denham Brown got injured. So we had injuries. And then all of a sudden, we started to get healthy. We started to feel more solid about ourselves. And you're right, we won 13 out of our last 14 games. And Emeka, the only game we lost was when Emeka couldn't play. So we felt terrific about ourselves. And when you want to peak, and it's March, that madness is right around the corner. So you better be peaking, and we did.
When you were younger, your family, it was a Braves family, but then they left town, so you converted to Red Sox right after that.
My father converted all of us, no one in his family, and then my wife's family. Actually, in the scoreboard, I wrote my name, and I wrote Mary McDevitt, my mother-in-law's name, who was passed away last year. And I mean, even to her death at age 90, she was a passionate Red Sox fan. My son was calling from London all the time when he was over there for 3 years about Red Sox scores. I kiddingly said that when Josh Boone showed up for us, I said, Josh, I'm going to call you Josh, not Boone, because that name right now is not a great name for me.
Yeah, just Josh is fine. Well, congratulations on all your success, Jim.
Well, I appreciate it very much.
He's left a mark here at Fenway Park and left a mark on all of us here throughout New England with the great run by the Huskies. Back to you, Don.
All right, Eric, thank you very much. Nice to see Jim Calhoun.
Yeah, what a great run that was, and what a great program they have at Connecticut. And you'd have to think he has something to do with it.
I would say so. You know, he's a former Northeastern coach, too. He's not just the UConn. Well, he is now, but he's also a Northeastern. So he got his roots.
A lot of the greats certainly got their start at the Northeastern University.
Absolutely true.
Meanwhile, Kevin Brown's got a couple of quick outs here in the 5th inning. A fly ball out to Pokey Reese and a ground ball out against Johnny Damon.
2 outs on 4 pitches. He's retired 8 in a row. And Bill Miller 1 for 2 today, reaching on an infield hit his last time up, but really seems as if he is very much in a groove here today, looking for his 4th win without a loss. Popped up foul off third. A-Rod giving chase, but he won't have a play. A new baseball, and we'll get one from home plate umpire Angel Hernandez. Kevin Brown beginning the day with a 1.29 earned run average, second only to Tim Hudson on the Oakland A's, who has a 1.27 ERA to start the season.
Tim Wakefield and Kurt Schilling round out the top 10 in ERA. Wakefield 9 with a 2.19 and Schilling 2.66, 10th in the league. .70 total for Kevin Brown today. Miller jolts one out towards left center. Bernie Williams will not run it down. Gets by him and rattles around back by the 379 marker, and Bill Miller into second base with his 2nd hit of the day. Now Miller continues to hit Yankee pitching no matter who's on the mound. 6 for 11 coming into the game today. He hit the Yankees well last season and now takes that fastball from Kevin Brown. You see Miller's head on that swing right on the baseball. It's exactly where hitting coaches like to see it. Shoulder on the ball, head on the ball. Most of the time when you see a guy do that, you'll see that ball shoot to the opposite field if it's away. Watch Miller's head. Boom, right on the baseball at contact.
There's David Ortiz, who doubled in the 1st and then went down looking last time. 1 of 3 strikeouts today for Kevin Brown. It's amazing how still Manny's head is, too. It seems like his head does not move around all that much either.
Usually guys that use the whole field to hit, have tremendous discipline with their head. It stays on the baseball, and that's the reason they go the other way. A lot of times dead pull hitters have the move around a little bit more, open up. Maybe that shoulder flies a little bit earlier, which takes the head with it. Manny is what we'd call a very quiet hitter. Not much movement at all. Almost relaxed. Almost like you walk up to him when he's in a stance and give him a little push and he'd fall over.
Ortiz lines it into right center field. Bill Miller will come around to score at the Red Sox second run. And the Yankees lead it 4-2, but the Red Sox get another run off Kevin Brown.
Well, 2 quick outs for Kevin Brown. It looked like he was going to have a very easy 5th inning. Instead, Miller with the 2-out double, and Ortiz picks up his second hit. Fastball out over the plate, center field, and Red Sox only trail it by 2.
And coming up, representing the tying run with David Ortiz at first base. And he's grounded out to shortstop and is flied out to right. Looks like what breeze there is blowing out to left field right now. Not much of a breeze today. And the strike makes it 1-1 now to Ramirez. Red Sox left 4 men on for the first 4 innings. Ahead 2-1.
Mentioned earlier talking about Manny at the plate, and you see how relaxed he is, and very little tension in the body. Very relaxed with the hands. I get a kick out of it when he says, "I just see the ball and hit it." Now, it's a little deeper than that.
Strike and the count 2-2. It's always amazed me how he never appears to be rattled in any situation. Almost as if nothing around him affects him in any way, shape, or form. This one sliced foul back into the seats. Two outs in the Red Sox half of the 5th inning. A run in. David Ortiz at first. A 2-2. And he grounds it down the line at third. A foul ball. Indicated by Larry Young. When he got a good look at it, looking down the line from third.
What do you mean it's a day off down there, Don? A big call that Larry Young had to make here. Boy, at that point, it looks like it's going to be fifth. Very close. But Larry Young, not taking the day off, makes the foul call.
I'm going to have umpires around the league writing me letters now.
No such thing as a day off in this great game of baseball.
The 2-2 again to Manny. Just missing off the outside edge. And a full count to Ramirez. Ortiz will be off with the pitch at first with 2 outs. Brown has had to throw 20 pitches this inning. This will bring the Fenway faithful to their feet. Manny hits it in the air to center field. Back goes Bernie Williams. It'll take him to the dirt of the track, but he's there to make the catch. And straight away center field. And with a loud out, but it's out number 3. The Red Sox get a run. The end of 5. Yankees on top 4-2.
Another baby shower, our 5th in a row. We can't help but feel obligated to go present after present, oohing and eyeing. You call this a luncheon? I'm starving. Finally, it's over. We pick up the pace. There's a McDonald's 5 minutes from on this place.
Looking for some real food? Try our new Turkey Club flatbread sandwich. Turkey, bacon, and Swiss with lettuce and tomato on warm flatbread.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
We're ready to win you over at the Hyundai Win-Win Spring Event. Now held over with up to $3,000 cash back or 0% APR on select Hyundai models.
And you win with America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. So don't buy another car before you check out Hyundai. You could save thousands over a comparable Honda or Toyota.
You win some, you win some at the Hyundai Win-Win Spring Event.
Get up to $3,000 cash back or 0% APR at your local Hyundai dealer.
Travel the open road with an RV from Marty's U.S. RV. Now's the time to experience America with all the luxuries of home and the comfort and security of your very own RV. At Marty's U.S. RV, choose from New England's largest selection of new and pre-owned recreational vehicles. Fleetwood, Airstream, American Eagle, Monaco, and many other product lines in stock.
Go U.S. RV with quantity, quality, and price. With unbelievable service. Experience the U.S. RV difference. We care.
Meet me at Foxwoods.
Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy, along with Eric Freed, back at Fenway. This game summary is brought to you by your local Lincoln Mercury dealers. The Red Sox trailing 4-2. As Kevin Brown had sailed right along into the 5th inning when the Red Sox were able to come up with a run to get within 2. Jason Giambi with a solo home run today, his 3rd of the season. And the Red Sox down by 2 runs as we head to the visiting half of the 6th inning. John Flaherty, Enrique Wilson, and Derek Jeter expected here in the 6th inning.
Well, to Arroyo's credit in this game, he's hung in there. You know, he had that very difficult 2nd inning. He gave up the home run in the 3rd inning, but has blanked the Yankees in the last 2.
Flaherty swinging and missing at strike 3. 4th strikeout for Bronson Arroyo.
Well, do you need Red Sox tickets? Visit RedSox.com and join the Replay program. Replay provides you with an opportunity to purchase tickets directly from season ticket holders. Visit RedSox.com and click on the Replay button. Replay, your official source for pre-owned Red Sox tickets.
John Flaherty striking out for the 2nd time today against Bronson Arroyo. Arroyo with 4 strikeouts. Enrique Wilson, the hitter, 1 for 2 today.
See Arroyo pitching with more confidence, too. He's working quickly, getting the ball back. He's ready to go.
Red Sox have never had action in the bullpen today. Arroyo struggling in the 2nd inning when the Yankees scored 3 times. Chopper down the first base line. McCarty handles it alone for out number 2.
Well, get the Globe's award-winning sports coverage every day. Call 800-984-5335. 50% off home delivery. The Boston Globe, your world unfolding daily.
So 2 down, and here's Derek Jeter. He's been on base twice without the benefit of a hit. Hit by a pitch and reaching on an error. And Arroyo hit him in the 2nd inning. Appeared to be in on the hands. talked about briefly earlier, the Red Sox adding left-handed pitcher Lenny DiNardo. Kind of amazing to think that the Red Sox are going to begin the year at one point with only Alan Embry, the only left-hander in the bullpen. We have Alaska, Seibel, and fouled off. And the addition of Lenny DiNardo from the 15-day DL. He was a Rule 5 draft pick from the Mets. And has never previously pitched in the major leagues. A 1-2. Missing to Jeter to even it up at 2-2. Chase, and it's a full count. Up to 93 pitches today is Bronson Arroyo.
Good pitch, though, something that Jeter had to think about. Able to hold up right at the last minute.
On the ground at third. Bill Miller, long throw from foul ground. McCarty can't dig it out. And it ends up in the Red Sox dugout. They will award second base to Jeter. He's come up a little bit lame here at first base.
Bill Miller has to go to the backhand. A very long throw from down that third base line that's not going to make first base in the air. And all kind of stuff messed up at first base. Jeter coming in, McCarty trying to make the play. The ball gets by, and Jeter now makes his way to second base. Did he tag first base? Looks like he went right over it, but he did go back after that to tag it before going back to moving on to his position at second base. Is that an error all the way, or is that a base hit and an error?
So far, I've seen just the error. And we're told that it is just the error.
Much Jeter. I don't believe he touches first base. He jumps right over it, but when the ball did go into the dugout, he did come back, retouch first base before moving on to second.
Okie Reese back in the bag at second with a throw that just does get Bernie Williams at first and ends the top of the sixth inning. So the error not costly. We head to the last of the sixth. 4-2 Yankees.
The all-new Dodge Durango with 5-star, the highest frontal crash test rating, and all-new power, all-new room, all-new ride, all-new interior, all-new capability, all-new capacity. 1 part power, 1 part comfort. The all-new Dodge Durango. 0% financing or $2,000 in combined cash allowances plus a great warranty gets you the best values in America.
So this is a great first date. Y'all look delicious. I mean, pretty. Sometimes they know me up in this joint. I pop a couple collars, you know.
Hello. Can I take your order?
Yeah, I'll have
Yeah, you can take my order. Let me get 3 number 5s, 12, 8.
You got an ear infection.
7. That's what Marvin wants. Yeah.
Unleash the Rocky Mountain cold taste of Coors Light.
Buy this sofa elsewhere for only $7.99. Good luck.
2 recliners, drop-down table, even dual massage. Wow.
Shop until you drop. Good luck.
Brand name quality without the expensive brand name label.
The Cuddler. Elsewhere at only $5.99. Good luck.
Perfect for cuddling or just stretching out and relaxing.
Shop until you drop. Good luck.
The Cuddler. Brand name quality without the expensive brand name label.
We're so confident. We're so absolutely sure. There has never, will never be any doubt. If you go out and ask any Toyota Tacoma owner if they'd buy the same truck again, trust us, you'll get the answer. And the truck you've been looking for. The 2004 Toyota Tacoma. It's that dependable. Ask someone you know who drives one.
Get the feeling, get the feeling. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Honda, by Foxwoods Resort and Casino, and by Volvo, the official vehicle of the Boston Red Sox. By Bottom of the 6th inning. The Yankees on top 4-2. Jason Varitek, David McCarty, and Cesar Crespo to face Kevin Brown. Brown has thrown 82 pitches today. Red Sox getting a run in the 2nd and a run in the 5th. Hits it high in the air to right field. Sheffield drifting back towards the bullpen. It'll ride out of here into the Red Sox bullpen. A home run for Jason Varitek, his 2nd of the year, and the Red Sox back within a run.
Jason Varitek, a good matchup against Kevin Brown. You know, good low ball hitter against a single ball pitcher, and Varitek finds the Red Sox bullpen with this one. 2nd home run of the year for Varitek. His 3rd run batted in. And what looked like was going to be a lopsided game in the beginning is now just a 1-run ball game.
Well, David McCarty is 0 for 2 against Kevin Brown today. A strikeout and a groundout. Looking for his first hit of the season, 0 for 8.
That's the first home run that Kevin Brown has allowed this season.
3rd game in a row for Jason Varitek that he's had 2 hits in a game. Chop towards Enrique Wilson. And he throws out David McCarty.
Tino Martinez and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays make their first 2004 visit to Fenway Park for a 3-game set, April 27th through the 29th. A limited number of tickets are still available. You can get yours today online at redsox.com and by calling 1-877-RED-SOX-9.
Here's Cesar Crespo showing bunt. Red Sox, they catch up today, back within a run. It's now 4-3 thanks to the leadoff home run by Jason Varitek here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Crespo taking a strike, and it's 1-2. Red Sox have played some long games. For the first 11 games, the Red Sox have already played 7 games in excess of 3 hours.
Wonderful.
Only 2, Jerry, that have been completed in 2 hours and 50 minutes or less. Including 3 games that went extra innings so far for the Red Sox. The average Red Sox time of game this year, 3 hours and 20 minutes. This one fouled by Crespo. One ball, 2 strikes to Cesar Crespo. 1 down here in the last half of the 6th inning. Crespo strikes out. 4th strikeout for Kevin Brown, and there's 2 down in the last of the 6th inning.
Kevin Brown picking up the strikeout with the breaking ball. Slide it down and in to the left-hander off the plate.
Let's check in with Eric Freed. Eric?
With the senator from the great state of New Hampshire, Judd Gregg. We had Ted Kennedy on in the pregame show, so we give you equal time here, Senator, but you're here to tell us every much a Red Sox fan as your constituent from Massachusetts.
Oh, absolutely. Ted and I are on the same side in this one, which is unusual for us, actually, but no question we're both for the Red Sox.
How far back do your Red Sox memories go?
ever since I was a little kid. In fact, I used to go to sleep at night with my radio. I had a little timer on it, and I'd listen to the Red Sox games and go to sleep. And unfortunately, the Yankees were beating us back then. But now the Red Sox are going to beat the Yankees.
Getting closer here today, Senator. Enjoy the day.
Thank you very much, Eric. It's great to be here.
Senator Judd Gregg from New Hampshire. Back to you, Don.
All right, Eric, thanks very much. Kapler grounding and foul outside. A third big day today for Frito. And a chance to talk to Jim Calhoun. Eric is actually from Connecticut originally and now lives in New Hampshire. Now comes up with the New Hampshire Senator right after that. So it's been quite a day for Eric Freed.
It's nice to see no partisanship here with the Red Sox.